Alright. Oh, why is the camera pointing that way? Let's do that. There you go. Guys, I am tired. I am tired. God, the concert didn't end till like 10:30-ish. I didn't get home till midnight, and then I didn't actually go to bed till like 1:30 in the morning. I am sleepy. So you'll have to forgive me if I say things wrong or I just can't read something, because I got like 5 hours of sleep last night. Good morning, everyone. Alright, you've been working 60-hour weeks? Okay, well, I haven't been doing that. But Ewi, hello. Saya, hello. Jonas, hello. Scythe. Kama, Rim. I just want some sleep, please. That's a fantastic name right now. Darth Vader, Galaxia, Poker Face, Magic. Oh, might not be able to make it to the stream. That's unfortunate. We will survive. We're still gonna summon. Magic can watch, you know, when it becomes a bot or something. So, Testarossa. I think she is easily the best character of the three, which unfortunately doesn't really say a lot, considering that Ultima is just not a good character. And Carrera is support that's locked to an orange Aegis team, really, for her to be really, really super useful. Like, yeah, you can use her for her protection gauge buff, which for oranges is good, but it means you're on an orange team. Her orange gimmick is for oranges. So, Testarossa, just being a Primal Demon support and unrestricted ult buff means that you can take her anywhere. So, I mean, that's good. So let's take a look at it. So she's got an alt rush, which as a DPS is good. Weakness strike up to, you know, up to 800% technically. Because it does go away after 8 times after you use the alt. And then it just caps at 800. And then her second skill, you know, 100, so 50, 70, so that's 120, 170 points for 315% alt damage. It's better than a Mills, because a Mills you have to transform with him first and then stack. You don't have to transform with Testarossa. She just does it. And then she's a DPS character, so like, yeah, there are some bits and pieces I would have enjoyed more from her kit, but you know, it is what it is. I just want some Testarossa and I'll be good to go tonight. Good to go night. Oh, Magic is here. Oh my lord, I can't watch the stream. My grocery shopping takes too long. Alright, well, good luck with that. Reality is here. The old don't summon and then in 2 weeks you're raving about her. I mean, I don't really have terrible things about her to say right now. And that's before I even used her. I'm just saying that, you know, she could have been better. She is the best of the three. She could have been better. Ultima could have been a whole fuck ton better. She's just not good. She's good for the one team. And that's about it. You know, water stacking team. It's 10 SP less overall for her than a Mills. It's 10 SP less, and it's 15% ult damage more, so therefore it is better. Not by a lot, but it is better. 260 pity on banner 1. Keep skipping? Oh man, Jesus. So you haven't pulled a spree yet, Tuba, huh? That's unfortunate. You legit just have Guy instead of Ultima. We're gonna test that today. With the full team, do we get more benefit from Ultima on the team or Guy on the team? We're gonna do the 3 girls, Warrior's Mind Blanc, Guy, and some non-factor character. No, that's the team. That's the team. So we'll do a run where we use Ultima to her full potential, and we don't use Guy, and then we'll nuke with Blanc or something on Inferno, and then we'll do it again, and then we'll use Guy instead of Ultima's skills, and we'll double the element and probably double Blanc's skill, and we'll see what we get out of it. What can you replace with Warrior's Mind Blanc? You could do Scourge Wielder Lumi if you just want the orange buff. If you don't have Scourge Wielder Lumi, you could just bring Veldora. Like, Veldora, he's not going to be your DPS, but he'll have the magic damage buff for the team and a little bit of extra element. Well, a little bit being 100%. 100% extra element for everybody. So that'll work. No one, I mean, only Blanc benefits from the dark debuff. So if you're nuking with Carrera and Testarossa, it's not a factor. But if you want the magic damage buff, you can use Veldora. And you could use... does anyone else get the magic damage buff? I don't think so. I think it's Lumi. I guess you could use Lumi. Tears Lumi instead. She's got 80% magic attack damage, and then the ult resistance down. If you could give or remove something from Ultima to make her better, what would you do? Just one thing? I would probably take away her turn limit on her Super Aegis. Where you just get Super Aegis. You don't have to wait till turn fucking 7. That would be like my first change, because then you could actually use her in some speed fights, like Mirror Trials. That's not a charge team. The second thing would be take out the water buff and give it like an all element buff. Or give it water plus or something. Is Testarossa summonable yet? Do you see me summoning right now? Nope. Can't really test it until Jubilee, since a lot of their values in their alt buff that you cap really easily. You do. This is true. But we could still test some other damage forms. I still haven't pulled Carrera even after getting 2 dupes of a spree. Oh, reminder, again, Testarossa will be the same as the other 2, where they will have a free dupe of her in the web store, as long as you, 1, pull her, and 2, have access to the web store. What do you think about the data mine that found a dark resistance up? Is that a thing? I didn't see that. I didn't see that, so I don't know what to say about it. Hey Joker, so the best DPS in this meta would be Blanc or Jean? Well, if you're talking in terms of just straight beatdown battle, it's probably Blanc. Or, well, are you talking about Warrior's Mind Blanc or the new incoming Testarossa? Because both her and Carrera have the same ult damage buff. Like, they're both AoE DPSs. They're just doing different things in their kit, but all of it will affect each other. So it's kind of a... There is no one character who is better at doing AoE DPS between the 2 new girls. Who do you think we will get next month? You know, it would be something if we were to just do 3 months of the progenitor skills, right? Because we got Reign and Misery, we got the 3 girls here, and then if next month we want to do Diablo and Guy and just round it all out, I think that would be acceptable. So this will be the September into October meta. So we have essentially 1 full meta to go until the 5th anniversary. Because we're going to get... this meta ends on like the 27th or something like that. So we'll get a meta that runs through like September 26th or something. Or 24th. And then we'll get like a half meta maybe. And then around the 15th, we'll get the pre-5th anniversary meta. And then probably around the 29th, 30th range, we'll get the big 5th anniversary team. So we have the month of September, and then half of October for a meta, and then the pre-anniversary. This might be a bit better, easier to look at. So if we go last year for 5th anniversary, we had... This would be the dungeon crawler kind of... Well, actually, this would be Summer Memories right now, is the meta that we're currently in. Because, yeah, Jean came out the 14th of August last year, and Testarossa is coming out the 13th of this year. We're going to get some kind of full meta for August and September, and then looking at it, we'll have like the first half of some kind of team, and then they'll peg it as part 1 of the 5th anniversary on around halfway through October, whatever a Thursday is going to be, so probably like the 15th. And then we'll get the full anniversary somewhere between the 28th to the 30th. So that's what the calendar should look like. I should probably do a video on that, just explaining how the next couple months are going to work. 2 minutes until the banner? Oh, yeah. You think we'll get free tickets from the anniversary so you could possibly get Warrior's Mind Blanc? I think you'll get a free ticket. I don't know if Blanc will be there. They would be quite generous. Info from Goxic? Oh, okay. I would believe Goxic. I haven't seen anything posted, though, so... Anyone else space on Valor Cup? I did it like 5 hours ago. I just do not care. We still need a summonable Granville and a Yuki? A Yuki? Like Space Yuki? Summonable? Are we forgetting Space Yuki exists because he's so ass? 3 months of named demon is good bait for Annie. I think it's probably Guy and Diablo. That's what I'm gonna go with. Whether or not that comes to pass is an entirely different story. But I think it would make sense. It would make more sense to do those 2 now than push them like 5 months down the road. Alright, it is 7 o'clock. What are we at? We have 172 people and 38 likes. We all know that's unacceptable, so we need... What do we need? We need 80... Let's do 90 likes. I need 90 likes for the stream. So we're almost halfway there. So let's check it out. Actually, is Jubilee in... Oh, there she is. Is Jubilee live? That's the wrong button. Jubilee is not live. Interesting. Okay. So then maybe Sunday? Did they update this? No, no Jubilee. I don't know where it is. Okay, sure. Valor Cup. 15, another speed meta. Okay, sure. Okay, we have 73 likes. Hey Joker, have you ever thought about the fact that you might be one of the very few people who have all the characters in the game? I mean, there's more than you think. More people that have that than you think. It's just they don't talk about it because it's. Is it a milestone? Yeah, sure. It also means that you spent a fuck ton of money, probably. Maybe one more unit. I don't think so. I really don't think that we have time for another banner and Jubilee to come out the 20th, and then for the meta to cut out on the 27th. Like, it would be cutting it very close, but I mean, look at the title of the event, right? It's called the Tricolor Trouble. Tri as in 3. If, like, Guy or Diablo were here, that'd be not 3. So, I really don't think. I think they're just gonna bank on the waifus, call it a day. I expect that Jubilee is pushed because all the other Jubilees have had something wrong and they're doing extra precautions to make sure it doesn't fuck up. That's my best guess. Is Warrior's Mind Violet good? Very, yes. We still need 11 more likes, guys. Traits are secret skill every 2 turns and Aegis power? Oh. Okay, well that's unfortunate now, isn't it? Let's go claim our free copy of her, though, while we wait for more likes to pop in. Proceed. Oh, forgot to get those free crystals. Once a month. Alright, and then there's the Testarossa copy. Cool. We'll take care of that later. Okay. If there was a 4th Diablo banner, it would be called Tricolor Trouble and their Caretaker. Okay. 5 more likes. 5 more likes, and then we will begin. I'm just sitting here waiting. Alright, let's see what her ult looks like. Butterflies. Oh. Look, a Dyson Sphere. And then it's supernovas. Huh. I kind of don't like it. Is that weird to say? I don't really care about her ult animation that much. Alright, we have 95 likes. Let us begin. Let's crack the code a bit. Alright, let's begin the summons. Can we get lucky? Can we get lucky? First multi? Get a Millim animation into a rewind? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, yes! Reality! You godly beautiful man. Oh, yes. That's a great, you know what? That deserves a zesty adult beverage. Let's watch this real fast. Oh, that's a great feeling. Oh. Alright, and we get the spirit too. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, first unit. I found it difficult to believe that Noir would become so devoted to someone, but now I understand completely. Completely. First multi, first unit. Okay, yeah, I don't really care about the ult. One of the few times I don't really like the ult for a Testarossa character, a Blanc character. Alright, Riegert. Oh, okay, there's another one here. Albus. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't need Albus. Oh, another one. Gabaru. Yep. Okay, well, I can't use those two characters. But hey. three pulls off of the first multi with the main banner character. That would be pretty good right here. Dord. Oh, okay, 4. My bad. Veldora. Space Veldora? Half Annie Veldora? Yeah. There he is. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, well, thank you for joining me for the summons. We've got a nice Kona Big Wave. Right? Liquid Aloha. So, in case you guys didn't see my community post last night, I went to go see... Turn that off for a second. I went to go see Yoasobi, the Japanese band. Does the Freerin OP and the Gundam OP and the Oshinoko OP, among many others. And I saw them live in concert up in Seattle last night. And I got some really, like, not great seats. They were way far up and to the right of the stage, so, like, I was seated, like, parallel to the stage, and I would look down, but I wouldn't really get a good view. So I went up there after recording the content preview video last night, and I went and sat down. I was like, okay, we got like an hour until the show. I'll just chill, and I'll play Slime on my phone. And an employee comes over in the Climate Pledge vest, and he was like, "Are you alone?" I was like, "Yes?" Question mark. Strangers asking if you're alone is not great. But he had the uniform on. He's like, "Do you want a better seat?" I was like, "Oh yeah." Who would say no to that? I was like, "What's the occasion?" He's like, "We're just trying to fill up the lower levels for unsold seats." It's like, okay. So I paid like $97 for my burner seat up in the boonies, and by the time I sat down in section 1 and like the club level that had its own bar and everything, those seats were running when I looked at it for like $300. So I got really good luck last night, and it's carried into today. So cheers. Joshua Bate, you got it second multi. Congrats. Eternity, 50 pity. Also good. Clasher, nothing in 140 pity. Okay, well, that's the other side. Oh, Scythe got the spirit on the second multi. All right. Looks like people are getting some good luck here. All right. Well, I guess we'll get some. Do I do 2 multis just for the battle clusters? Do I do a second multi for the battle cluster? I think we do, because I'd rather have battle clusters than seeds of growth, and I'm not doing the pity. So let's just do another multi. All right, we got a daylight. Got a red screen. No rewind though. Red screen. Got her on my first pull. Am I lucky? I mean, I would say that you're lucky in any gotcha game that you play ever if you get a banner character first multi. All right. So purple aura could be a spirit. It's not a spirit. No. We're just gonna skip luck this. Oh, hey Yuki. And then my beautiful Soka. My beautiful bride Soka. I gotta show her off every time that I can. Bride Soka. Sent directly from Bandai as a special gift for being their only Western YouTuber of full time, right? Soka for Soka. Okay. Well, that's the two pity. We'll exchange some battle clusters. I guess I can start exchanging for clusters on the other banners now too. Let's take that. We'll go to the Ultima banner. We got 80 there. So let's do. Oh, we could do protection in 2. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll have 10 left over. It's fine. Reality, have a good night. Thank you again, sir, for your work. I greatly appreciate it. And then what about Carrera? 50 pity there. Okay. So we'll do a 30 and a 20. Okay. That's a lot of battle clusters there. Cool. Let's do this. All my clusters. 20 battle, 10 protection. Let's level her up. There she is. Got her in 6 multis. Congrats. Got hero to first multi. Spark, congratulations. A lot of people having some luck today. They must have turned up the rates on her. Because they're like, all right, we only gave you the stupid black tickets. I'm so glad I didn't buy black tickets. We've only given you black tickets. We might as well bump her up like a little tiny bit. Tyrone, 6 multis. I'm quite lucky on Testarossa too. Should you continue with Ultima summons? Ultima is the least good character in this meta. If you have 4.5 anniversary Guy, like you really don't need her. You really don't. But we're gonna test out how much exactly that is on a scale of don't to really don't once we get Testarossa upgraded. Well, she has her own weapon, so I don't have to make gear for her. Any worth pulling on the Tails rerun if you don't have them? The only character truly worth getting is the Tails Slime Shion, like the slime, because there's 2 Shions in the Tails collab. Slime's version of Shion is worth it if you have 4.5 anniversary Eldora or the Dark Hero, or if you're going to try and plan for the future in getting the Dark Hero or Dark Eldora. Rimuru is he's better now. He's fine. The Tales of Arise Shion and the Hinata cosplay character, no, you don't need them. What's the meta looking like right now? Last time I played was 2023. Okay, well, the meta is if you don't do 2.14 billion damage with the full team, your meta is shit. I don't have Guy. Should I get Ultima? Ah, I still don't think so. Assuming that you're a free to play player, we've got like 2 months until the 5th anniversary. I think instead of wasting it on Ultima, you should just save. Do we know if they're going to rerun the equipment for the Tales of collab units? Didn't realize I hadn't fully upgraded. No, everything for the Tales collab is out right now. So if it's not here, it's not here. 2.14, yeah. 2.14 is the damage cap for most fights. Yeah, what 2023, you were playing Fount of Wisdom or something. Yeah, Visions of Coleus, where I think Jean did like 10 million, 14 million damage, and that was like super great and everything. No. No. How long would it take for a free player to catch up? Oh, it kind of depends on your luck and what you got, but all the stuff is month to month. So at the end of August, everything's going to shift, and the events are going to come out or be tailored to the next team. So if you have a good enough team to use, you could blitz through quite a bit of it. But there's going to be some end game content that you're just not going to be able to clear. Because here's a fun infographic for you. This is what the current permanent difficult content looks like, and how much max HP they have. And I'm on floor 33 with 2.24 billion HP on one enemy, and there's another one with like half that. So if that doesn't tell you something, then I don't know what does. But the spreadsheet, 10 pity, 10 pity, 1 copy. And when does she leave? How much damage is how much extra damage is Super Aegis over Aegis? I actually don't know. I haven't tested that. I really haven't tested any of the Super versus regular. September 10th. Anno, okay, so you were in 2023. You missed all the collabs except maybe Konosuba, right? Yeah, you were probably here for Konosuba. We've had 5 more collabs after that. SAO, Danmachi, Tails, Idolmaster, Overlord, which was ass. Absolute ass. Freerun. I'll fill that in later. Okay. What do we think the next meta will be? So let's start guessing right now. So we've finally broken the 6 speed metas, right? I think we're going to big brain this again. We're going to continue the charge, and I think we're going to get a charge green team to replace Danmachi, because we haven't had a green stacking team since Danmachi about a year ago, which that will be a year in like 2 weeks. That's crazy. Okay. All right. I think it's going to be a green stack, so let's just fill that in right now. So I think green, I think charge, I think. So we had Aegis, we had Synergy, we had Pierce, we had Crit. We had Crit, we had Synergy, Aegis. I think it'll be Pierce. Pierce. This is my prediction. It is not me telling you in some way, shape, or form that I know what it is, because I don't know what it is. But I was pretty accurate in predicting this current meta in stacking orange Aegis. So I'm going to go and try and go 2 for 2. Stacking green Pierce, so we can replace Hestia, because you can't get her right now. So we'll put that down. And then I don't know when Dino's coming out for his skill fusion. They still haven't announced anything about that. They just said we're preparing it. Cool, whatever. Okay. Let's test her out. Let's test Testarossa out. Pierce was a 0C 2.0. It was. It was. Yes. But we need a new green stack team. Joker, after leveling Blanc, you have 69,000 Magicules left. Nice. You think you need to farm. Yeah, I think you do need to farm as well. High difficulty. Oh, Dominion Conquest is out. That's right. What are the stages? Yellow, purple, and white. Rules. Decreases crit pierce synergy rate. Increases summer memory. Oh, well, okay. I think this pretty much guarantees that we're getting a summer memories. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's move you down. And then we'll do summer memories 2.0 rerun. And then I don't know when that comes out. but that's a blue meta. No, that's not what I want. I want font color. Okay. So this is very clearly built for Summer Memories, which are going to get their skill fusions in the next couple of days. I think next week or something like that. Maybe Sunday. New limited quests out that ask us to beat Jubilee. Well, when it comes out, we can certainly do that. Water, Pierce, Crit, and Synergy. So this wants us to use Primal Demon. And this one is Fire, Pierce, Synergy, and Aegis. So this wants Crit. Fire, Crit. World of Fantasy. So it wants us to use the 3 teams that are out or will be out in Primal Demon, Tails, Summer Memories. Okay. Is Summer Memories 2.0 good? No. No. Wasn't them getting skill fusions in the live stream enough? It is, yeah. It was pretty much, a thing that they were going to get fused. Otherwise, why would they get fused? But this is just very telling as well. So let's now test Testarossa out. Stop talking. Start testing. Beat down battle. We'll go Inferno. Where is Zegian coming out, or is he out? No, we have not gotten to that point in the anime, so we're not going to get it in the game. In terms of like new characters in relation to the current season, it's always at or slightly behind the anime. That is Festive Memories. Okay, so here is the team that I have built. When is Warrior's Mind coming back? Fantastic question. Did you have to pity her? I looked like it because the 0 pity left. No, I actually got her first multi. All right, so new Testarossa. There you are. We got to hear long before she appeared in the anime. Technically, we did see her like once, right? Like very, very early. But it like wasn't she fighting Shizu? Like that was our first entrance to the hero. That was like episode 4 or 5 or something. It wasn't a lot, but she was there. Okay, so you have a weapon that's somewhere in here. It's the ring. That ring. There you go. You have a jacket too. Somewhere. Right there. And then you have an accessory. I'm not going to give you the accessory. I'm going to take that one from Carrera. Actually, no, you'll get a water one, just a normal water one. And then Blanc will get the Dark Aegis one. There you go. Okay, so let's run the team first like this, have some fun, and then we'll do some science after this run is over. But the idea with this team is that we have the 3 starting skill point units, we have Blanc for the extra 40 on turn 2, we have the Heart Print. So in theory, we should be able to use the Carrera skill and the Testa skill on turn 2, and still have enough for the protection gauge from Carrera as well, assuming we have a full rainbow hand, which we will have. So let's do the rainbow convert, the orange gauge protection gauge buff, and then we'll bring Testa in, and we'll bring Blanc in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, double protector right there. 85 skill points, nice. And then this combined with the extra skill points we're going to get from our support slots will mean that we have plenty to go around. This meta seems so optimized for Warrior's Mind Violet. There will probably never be a better time to use Warrior's Mind Violet than now. So let's do the Progenitor White, the skill points, and then the heart print, and that will give us 90 points. So then we'll bring Carrera in for Blanc. And then we'll use her skill, and then more protection gauge. What about Ultima's second skill? What about it? The stacking ult damage? I mean, we're gonna get a lot of ult damage off this team. Testarossa has 315% with 3 uses, whereas Ultima, you got to use it 7 times. Not doing that. Okay, so let's do. I mean, we're trying to get some Violet EX ults here, so let's just do that. Oh, music, right? Turn that on. Okay, so we have 200 points now. So we will first stack, and then we'll use the Ultima second skill here. We'll take Carrera out. And then we'll do this. And that's pretty much all we can do right here. We'll do another double Esprit. Okay, and then we'll do, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Alright, Testarossa ult. Very little buffs. What enhanced gear effect for Testa? The unique gear has Aegis and Pierce power. Is that 12 million already? Pretty good. I hope they bring out a more optimized slime. I get like 9 frames when you play on beta. Yeah, slime is not really doing hot in the optimization department right now, across the board. Okay, what did I get ult from? Why did you get ult? Oh, right. Because that's her skill. If she gets 50% ult gauge. I forgot. Okay. Alright, so we gotta do the next stack of this, the stack of this, control. Gotta use the next Carrera buff. And then eventually at some point we'll use the Ultima skill. That's the least necessary one. But we do have to bring in Warrior's Mind Blanc to reapply her orange buff here, so we continue to cycle very, very well. And then we'll bring Carrera in. And we only have Carrera orbs, so okay, sure. Who are you using as DPS? Right now, because it's Testarossa's night, we're going to use Testarossa. But I think that Warrior's Mind Blanc will actually do more. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, she's not on Warrior's Mind, so she's not going to get the weakness strike from the Ultima buff. That is unfortunate. So Carrera will. So I guess with that in mind, Carrera would be your DPS if you're not bringing Warrior's Mind Blanc. Wait, am I dumb? Isn't Testarossa a single target? You see this nice little forked arrow right here? that has 3 arrows because there's 3 enemies. That's how you know. Okay, so we'll do the final stack of Testa. Do this, we'll do control. And then we'll take Carrera out again for Ultima. We'll do her buff. And then another double. So we can get 2 Esprits pretty much every turn with this team. Should I use your Koban on Testarossa? If your Koban is going to expire before the next meta, on the 27th-ish, then I would think that getting Esprit as your first big pick, and then Testarossa as your next one. Okay, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Well, there won't be another rerun banner right after this meta since Tails reran. There'll be the Summer Memories 2.0 rerun, but that's about it. I'll be very interested to see how much control I have by the end of this. Okay, so we don't have to use Testa's skill anymore. So that means we could use the Ultima buff now. Let's do that, let's do that, let's do control. Oh, I should be ulting with Testarossa, shouldn't I? Because of her skill. We're using her wrong. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We'll take Ultimate. No, it's fine. We'll do this. This will be the final time we can use Blanc's buff. We'll bring Carrera in. And then we'll do her. So I could have gotten a lot more weakness strike, actually, with this team. Oh well. I can't get past turn 6 with Dominion Conquest because you sent too many Testarossa ults. That doesn't sound like a bad thing. How many months will it take for another collab? Unknown, but based on the previous 2 years, I would say December. Wait, if you're using Warrior's Mind Blanc as DPS, doesn't mean Blanc doesn't use the weakness strike? What? What? If you're using Warrior's Mind Blanc as DPS, doesn't that mean Blanc doesn't use the weakness strike? You're gonna have to elaborate on that question, the winner. I'm a bit lost right now. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do control. Guess we can take Violet out, and we can just nuke here, huh? We got points, so might as well. And we'll have Super Aegis. Warrior's Mind Blanc is dark, beatdown battle is fire. Yes, however, Protector Spree gives all Primal Demon characters extra damage against fire enemies, and Warrior's Mind Blanc is a Primal Demon. Therefore, she will do extra damage. She won't have true type advantage, but because of her big-time dark debuff, that doesn't really matter. Right, we have a lot of extra points. Oh, Magic is here. Yeah, first multi. First multi rewind into fireworks off a Milim animation. Why are people calling her mid? Isn't she a straight up upgrade over a Mills, which is already pretty good? Dragon Hockey Mills is okay now. It's just that everything that Blanc is doing, we're already getting in a fairly large amount that the team didn't really need what she was doing. Like, we can get Weakness Strike from other places, we can get ult from other places. So the fact that she's giving Weakness Strike and ult, and is an AoE DPS, which Carrera already is, means that she's become redundant. She'll work very well for the team when you have the entire team together, yes. But I didn't realize they were almost dead. Okay. Well, let's send the Testarossa ult. This is going to do 2.14, so we might as well just send a normal orb first and have some fun. So let's see. Did you have a beer to celebrate? I do have a beer. So we have 760% ult damage here. And okay, that's it. So 760% ult. That is from the 315% from Testarossa and the 175% from Ultima, plus the effects of the progenitor skills, which are enhancing it by 1.7 times. We could have gotten more Weakness Strike, quite honestly, but we're up to 1,055%, so like, oh no. 230% water attack, super Aegis, magic attack damage, 140 magic attack. We got the 3 progenitor skills, and then we've got the ult resistance down for 390, plus another 52 from the Violet, plus the Dark debuff, which this new Testarossa doesn't care about. So, let's kill someone with a normal orb, and then we'll send the ult. Maybe. Oh, we didn't actually kill. Okay, never mind. I guess a lot of our damage is tied into the ult, so... Someone was saying that. It would be difficult to damage test them because it's on their ult. Okay. Oh, you bitch. Okay, well, that's why we sent Carrera. Well, we did 2.14 on the other two. Shock surprise. Grand Judgment. There we go. 1.7 billion. That's still pretty good. But I mean, if Carrera's getting 1.7 and she wasn't up front every turn, she wasn't getting all the Weakness Strike stacks, we were missing Weakness Strike stacks from Testarossa's skill. I mean, yeah, this team will do a lot of damage. But yeah, there's the 2% kicking in. Okay. What do we do? Okay, we're testing now. That's right. So... would they hit damage cap without Warrior's Mind Blanc? Well, I mean, if Jean was any indication, no. So what am I doing here? I want to... okay, This is what I want to do. So we're going to do 2 runs now. And we're going to compare. We're going to nuke with Warrior's Mind Blanc now. But we're going to run this team. We're going to double the Guy skill. We're going to double the Blanc skill. Hopefully we have a normal orb for her. And we could test the damage on that. Or I guess... is that a good way to test it? Or should it... I guess it should be... The new Testarossa. Actually, it should be Carrera. How do I... How do I want to run this? I think we gotta nuke with the new belong. No, we'll Testarossa or Carrera. We'll flip these two around. Yeah. Because you're gonna get the extra weakness strike ult from the alts, plus the alts from you, plus the control. Yeah. This is what I want to do. So let's flip the charm on her. There we go. Why did you just do 1 damage with the Testa ult on Diablo? The magical 2%. I made a whole video on this, actually. But the enemies have a lot of resistance to crit and synergy and pierce. And you can see that we have a natural 2% chance to crit, to pierce, to synergy, and Aegis down here. So there's always a 2% chance that you could hit one of these, and it will be blocked by the enemy's resistance, and that will cut your damage down to less, sometimes 1. That's why. And you literally cannot do anything about this. Like, that 2% is always there, no matter what. Even if the enemy seals your ability to get, like, crit rate up, it only affects skills that increase your crit rate, not the 2%. Would Hero Rewind give Blanc extra more than 8 support ults? Maybe? Maybe? Joker, I got Testarossa 5-star. What do you think of me? I mean, if it's the new Testarossa, congrats. Hopefully it didn't take you a lot. Alright, let's do this. So you want 2 AoE DPS in case of crit pierce synergy? I mean, you don't want 2 AoE DPS. You would preferably just not hit the 2% and be on your way. You know, in ideal circumstances. Okay, so we're going to Rainbow Convert. We're going to bring Guy out. We're going to bring this Blanc in for that Blanc. And then we'll use the protection gauge buff. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, Joker. When is your Mirror Realm 33 coming out? I mean, I haven't even done 33 yet. That's where I am currently. Which I have... Here's a fun thing for you to see. I have yet to voice over anything from 21 and beyond. I've got 21, 21 alt, 22, 22 alt, 23, 23 alt, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26, 27. There's a 26 alt in here somewhere. I have been exceptionally lazy with Mirror Trials. Mainly because the videos don't get a lot of views because they're very specifically built for, you know, not a lot of specific people. And I have other things to record. I have other things I want to do with my time than record Mirror Trials. So I will get to them, but it might take a hot minute. And because they're permanently available, I don't feel as rushed to do those videos as I am with the monthly content, the new challenge events that are only here for a couple weeks or so. Okay, so here we will Progenitor, buff, Is Guy rerunning? That's a great question. That is a fantastic question. Alright, so we will bring you in. We will heart print. We'll then use your skill. And then I guess we really just want Testarossa and Violet ults. We can wait on Carrera for a hot minute. Should you just wait for Warrior's Mind now for this team? I mean, Warrior's Mind's rerun like twice already. I don't know when the fuck they're coming back. Yeah, Warrior's Mind 2 has rerun a couple times now. I don't expect them to return for a hot minute. Hi, Wakasa1123, new to the game. Which character should you get? You should get the two blonde girls, Carrera and Esprit. I have saved 9k after Carrera and Esprit. Should you keep saving and skip her? I think you probably should. 5th anniversary, 2 months away. 9k crystals is good. You're gonna want more. Okay, so we're going to do this and this and this. Right, we don't have the other Ultima to use her stack with. I do have enough Memory Stone to fully awaken one 7-star character. Should you just use them on 4.5 Eldora? Yes. Veldora is the most worthy character to use memory shards on, which is mine is now 150 and fully rocked up. How often do reruns happen? I mean, if we look at what's been going on, Summer Memories will come out sometime. Tales rerun... I mean, the Tales collab happened last year, and it's just now getting rerun, and up to that point, no collab had ever rerun ever, so this was kind of a surprise to us. We had Schemer rerun, which... So Schemer rerun starting on 6/30, and Schemer originally came out 5/29, so about a year, give or take. Sometimes less, depending on... I mean, we got Schemer here, too. So, 4 or 5 months-ish, give or take, sometimes longer. There is no real set schedule for reruns. Okay, so I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Should we put any battle clusters in any of the demon trio? I think if you have all 3 of them, you know, assuming you have all 3, no Ultima, tell you that much. Testarossa, probably okay to put clusters into if you really, really want to. I don't really think she needs them. And then Carrera 3rd. If you're running this team specifically, maybe Carrera is actually more worthy than Testarossa. So let's do that. So turn 2. I gotta use the Blanc skill here. So I guess we'll take out... That is 3, 6, 6, 12, 18... No, 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 240% weakness rate? And you're giving how much? 110? I think we'll take Violet out. No, actually, we'll take you out because you're giving 100%. And then we'll do the buff again. For Ghibli, I'm assuming there's a single target stage. What is a good single target DPS for the team? Ultima. Some other Primal Demon single target character. There's quite a few of them. Alright, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have a Carrera EX ult. When was Veldora on banner? 4.5 anniversary. 3 months ago. So 4/27 is when their banner started. They left 5/28. This team doesn't have any Aegis rate. This is very true. The team does not have Aegis rate. That's half of the point. That is half of the point. Alright, and then we don't have to do that yet. We'll do more control. It's 5:52. Got to excuse me. Have a good night. Alright, have a good night, Omar. Have a good morning. Transferring Veldora, yes, that's the one. Joker only got Carrera and have no more gems. Should you try and get as much as possible for the anniversary, or just skip it and attempt my luck on the next half Annie? I mean, I would just save everything you can and wait for the 5th Annie. And try there. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So Carrera's skill 2 is useless? I mean, it's not useless because you're still getting the 120% protection gauge on oranges, so you're cycling a spree every turn, twice every turn. Oh, Violet is almost dead. Violet needs to go the fuck away. Alright, good to know. So, do that and control. We'll nuke on turn 7. I just can't leave Violet up here anymore. So we'll bring Guy in. We should have enough points, yeah. Let's do the final Violet buff, or not, Blanc buff. Bring Guy, and then we'll double the element buff. I really hope I get like a normal Blanc orb. Okay, so 1, 2... Actually, I think we'll save that one. Or not Blanc, Carrera orb. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Hopefully you don't kill, actually. I guess that's the next big thing. Okay. Where to get crystals? Bond XP, story quest, Crucible, playing the game. It's a very broad answer. Your parents' credit card. Significant other's credit card. Okay, so I can't send another Blanc ult because she'll kill. So we're locked into whatever we have now. So let's do this Blanc out, this Blanc in, double her magic damage buff, and that's pretty much all we need to do. So we do need to see where we're sitting in terms of things that we can control in the next run, because obviously we don't have the extra 175 ult from Ultima, but we do have guy. So how much weakness strike do we end up having? 1485. 444% element, 200% magic damage. How much alt? 453.6. Nothing else in there. Yeah. And then 390 plus another 52, so 442% alt down. Yeah. Anything else I need to take into account? The Aegis power is 120, that's fine. We're not going to get it anyways, but I guess we can do this for funsies. Is that the final stack of her? It is, okay. Unless we happen to hit the natural 2% to Aegis. Yeah, okay. So let's send one... Oh, let's slow the game down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. We'll send the other one after. Okay. Damage numbers. Damage test. We have a bonus battle for Jubilee. Do we? What if both hit damage cap? The normal orbs won't hit damage cap. At least I don't think they will. 8.9 million. 9 million damage right there. Okay. So about 9 million damage. And then alt does damage cap. Okay. That's without Aegis, by the way. Without Aegis. So that is an unrestricted team right there. You have no crit, no synergy, no pierce, no Aegis. You just have raw stats. Assuming you are type advantage, because the weakness strike, it does matter. Alright, so let's do it again. Let's take Guy out. We'll bring in Ultima, and then we'll see where our normal orbs hit in that range. With, super Aegis, only the 230%, maybe more weakness strike, though. I don't know. All we're going to do is simply take Guy out. I will try a turn 5 nuke once I'm done with this test. Joker giving bad relationship advice, but good crystal saving advice? Bad relationship advice? When did I say anything about relationships? Oh, we gotta speed the game up. We're not doing that on 1x speed. Okay, so we will convert. And then we'll bring you in. And we'll bring you in. Yeah. Is there a budget version of this team? You've got Carrera, Esprit, and Blanc. You don't have Violet, Ultima. You don't have Guy or the other Blanc. I would bring Moss. That way you have Aegis, and he's free. So there's a budget character. And then you need someone with water attack. So Water Shion, Wielder of Magic Hinata. Someone to give water attack. And then someone who can give some other EX alt buff, magic damage buff. Here's Lumi. Veldora, something. It's very difficult to tell you what to use if I can't see your box, and I can't see your box. So, people in the Discord can, you can post your box there. People can tell you what your next best option is going to be, but it's going to be really significant to what you currently have available. Because I could have just listed off like 10 characters and you don't have any of them. At that point, I'm like, okay. Okay, so we are doing Progenitor buff, skill points. And then we'll bring you in for Blanc. And we gotta use Heartprint. And then we'll do this. I guess I should have brought this one in first. Damn it. Okay, well, we'll take you out. Matt, welcome. First multi. As for Testarossa, we're still getting used to her. I think this team is a bit too busy in the first, 5 turns, and then becomes not busy around turn 7. You move the screen? I mean, we're on turn 2. I'll just let you know. Thank you. Significant other to buy crystals. Oh, well, okay, well. It doesn't mean they have to say yes. And I definitely didn't say dump them if they don't give you your crystals. I feel actually like I should reset this. I think we've used ultimate out of turn. We're not getting a 4th unit map. There's no way. The event is called Tricolor Trouble. Tri means 3. Venom doesn't have a color. I get it. We're not getting a 4th banner character. They very much sold this on the concept of the waifus and Moss and Veyron as free-to-play units. Okay, and then we'll do this. However, there's always a chance, right? I'm very strongly opposed to a 4th banner, a 4th single unit banner, but I guess it's not a 0% chance. I would say it's at like a 5% chance. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bring Violet in first. Use his skill. I wonder why Veyron got his unawakened form. Great question. I know you deleted that, but it's still a great fucking question. When everyone else is in their incarnated forms and their names. I don't have an answer for you. Actually, do I have enough? I do, okay. I have just barely enough. Alright, and now we'll do this. Almost 1 month old player, summon for Spring Carrera. Do you summon for Xion or she is skip? Don't have any Veldora. You said skip Testarossa? I mean, I haven't officially said anything on the Testarossa yet. But I think... I think that Tail Xion can still be an okay character for you, with the expectation that once Veldora does come back, you'll get him. because since Tails Xion is a collab unit and this is the first time they've rerun, I don't know if they're gonna come back again. So I think it would probably be better to pick Tails Xion up now than wait for her to potentially never come back or take years to come back. That's my opinion. Alejandro, how did Summons Go use black tickets and pull Testa the first ticket? I got her first multi and did not buy tickets, and I'm very glad that I did not buy tickets. Okay, so 205 points. Let's do this and that and that, and then we'll bring Ultima in for, I would think, Ultima. Actually, you know what? No. We'll just do this. And then we'll bring Blanc in. We'll use her next turn. We're currently on turn 3, by the way. Thank you, Alejandro. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite enough to get an EX ult for Violet. That's unfortunate. I'm up here. Okay, so turn 4. Gotta use the Carrera skill, the Blanc skill to control. We'll bring new Ultima in, get a stack with her. And then we'll bring you in. Oh, you don't have an orb. Great. It's not even worth it then. Actually, no, we'll take you out. There you go. Carrera is getting too many orbs. Just another 5 multis until you pity Blanc. Guess I had to get hit somewhere for getting Jean in a spree and 3 multis. Yeah, that's probably why. I would expect that my next banner luck is going to be absolute garbage. Which will either be Slime, or it'll be the Dokkan Global Dokkan celebration, because that is, I think, on the 29th. Somewhere within those 2 banners, I'm going to get fucked. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so there's Weakness Strike. Our damage scores for Jubilee, whenever it comes out, is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be in the trillions. Maybe not, but hundreds of billions, maybe. Okay, so we'll do this, we'll do her stack, we'll do her final stack, we'll do Control. With Warrior's Mind, we'll bring her in for this Ultima. $90 and $70. I don't have enough yet. But now that I don't have to use Testarossa skill anymore, that opens up those points. Okay. So we'll do one. Nope. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Jubilee's gonna be cracked. I'm looking forward to no damage cap. I mean, there is a damage cap. It's 30 billion instead of 2.14. It's just that, you know, how many people hit 30 billion damage in one nuke? More than you think, but... Oh, the damage calculator is going to be real low. But in terms of just, like, raw damage output, it'll be funny. Why don't I die? Because my units have gear. Alright, so this is turn 6. We nuke turn 7, so we'll do that and that. Damage cap is 100 billion? Oh, did it get upped again? My bad. I guess I take this one out? Yeah, so we'll do this. We'll do boom, boom. And then we'll bring in Warrior's Mind for that final buff of hers. There we go. Since Dungeon Crawler 2, oh, well. Shows how often I've hit 30 billion damage. Or 100 billion. So we'll do that. Nope, there's no more of that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is without Guy. But we have Ultima instead. Galaxia, good night, Joker. Can't wait to see the science showcase this weekend. Good luck, everyone. Have a good night, Galaxia. Okay. So, 1 stack of that. 1 use of Blanc. And then we'll bring Ultima in, and she will give us Super Aegis. And that's all we have to use. I can't send the other Blanc ult because she'll just kill everybody. So let's do our double stack here, then we'll take a look at the numbers and compare. So, how much weakness do we have? As a straight line comparison, 1330. Slightly less because I can't leave new Testarossa in as much because I have to flip her out or flip somebody out so we can get the stacks with Ultima. Okay. Element buff is 230%, which is actually just water attack, but whatever. How much ult damage do we have? 803%. 0.52. And then ult resistance down. Sai Gaming, have a good night. 390% ult resistance down. Why is that so much lower? Why is that so much lower? Oh, because we had control. No, hold on. There it is. So, no, it should still be the same. Yeah, it should still. It is still 442. My bad. I just wasn't adding. And then 100% magic attack damage. Okay. So we have slightly less weakness strike, but we have super Aegis, which means we have the 140% Aegis power, or whatever it is. Yeah, 140, which is significant. We have much more ult damage. So here are the numbers right here. So 1485 weakness versus 1330, 444 element versus 230, 200% magic damage versus 100%, 453.6 ult versus 803, 442 ult, 442 ult down, and then adding in the additional Aegis will give us some kind of damage. So, thankfully we have Carrera ult. Did I send the Violet ult last time before this? Can someone answer me that? I don't remember if I sent Violet first. Or if I just sent Carrera orbs. I guess I could just rewind, huh? What the fuck is this? I feel like I didn't send Violet. I'm not going to send Violet. So let's just see. Oh, Ellie's going to look. Alright, cool. Because if I sent Violet last time, I need to up the weakness, because we would have gotten another 110. Assuming it was an EX ult. Turn 7, by the way. Did not send the ult. Alright, thank you. So let's send some normals here. Alright, so our normal orbs last time did 9 million. Versus the damage cap, which we can't go any higher, so that's not a really good way to picture how much damage we can do. So, strictly based on normal orb damage, how do we stack up versus 9 million? 16 million. That's a bit better. 16 million ult, or 16 million normal orbs. And then it's gonna hit damage cap, so I mean I don't have to wait for that. Yeah, so I mean we can't really tell which ult does more damage when they both hit damage cap. Unfortunate. So, you know, right now, without having any other way to tell, the team with Ultima does more damage. Shock, surprise, the full meta does work together. But, what else can we do? Okay, well, math is not something I'm good with. You knew this, so. Do we have a fire Primal Demon? Technically, yes. Technically, yes, but can we use them? Because I want to test Testarossa out, not on this team. You know what we'll do? You know what we'll do? I can chamber memories. Primal Demon. Which is gonna be this fight. Yeah. Don't you need, like, my attack stats and everything, too? So... Oh, look, Festive Memories. Oh, look, Tails. I kind of want to keep that. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, so... OG Primal Demon. This is gonna fucking suck. And then we have the new Testarossa. Base orb damage and ult buff? Oh, okay. I mean, the orb damage was just normal. I don't know what you want out of that. Oh, 6 versus 16, okay. There. See what you can do with those. Okay. Primal Demon 1.0. So we can do you there, you there. We can do you there. Do rain. And then we'll do Divine General. And then we're just gonna optimize the shit out of this. I don't really care if the gear is good or not. Level 130, no rocks. Correct. Well, Carrera is 134. No rocks, though. There's also like the 140 magic attack that you get from a spree that I didn't put on in the little thingamabob. Try your best. Okay, so this. It's a set starting hand, yeah. You know what? Where's my blue orb? Let's do that. Does this team have enough points? This is an... I'm planning a video comparing 2022 stacking team, blue, because that was the only stacking team then, versus 2026 blue stacking team. Just for shits and giggles, because, you know, a lot of people, they didn't play in 2022. They have no idea what you had to go through to get a stacking team to nuke. Some of you will get a small taste of this here. You can come out, and we'll do 1, 2... Alright, please don't give me some real shit orbs here. Fount of Wisdom had so little skill points. It was also because Diablo was just... Oh, that's a good hand. Diablo was just an inferior fucking protector. Alright, so let's convert, and then we'll do this stack. We need to get stacks with Violet. I need skill points. Drastically. I don't think 123 is going to cut it unless I only have to convert one time. Well, technically I only have to convert one time if I use the heart print, so I might as well just do that. Right? Yeah, so we'll do this. And then we'll bring Testa in. Do a double stack of Violet. We can turn that off. This is probably not the best team to test it on because it's such an old fucking team. I guess I could go into Mirror Trials. What Primal Demon team could I use in there? Space AoE. I don't know if she would really work on Festive Memories. She's fairly expensive. I could do the Dark Team one. I could do that. Yeah, that might... we'll finish this one out because I'm already here, but... Alright, so we will do the... Never mind, we're not finishing it because she's sealed. I forgot this stage seals Body Spirit. Whoops-a-daisies. Okay. Mirror Trials, then. Not Chamber of Memories. Did I just close my spreadsheet? What the fuck? Yeah, floor 6. Oh my god, Legacy, chill the fuck out. We're still using her. Like, this will be the first time I take her off her own team. Give me some time. Alright, we are going to save this under the Romorus banner. Warrior's Mind will nuke. No Rimuru. No Milim either. Since we're not nuking with Veldora. This is a Pierce team. We'll bring Bell. We will actually bring Bell. And then we'll bring Testa. And you can be... who are you gonna be? But just bring Guy. Is that really a fair... No, I don't want to bring Guy. Let's bring... Who else is going to help? I guess Violet would help. Warrior's Mind Violet. Because we'll have 3 Primal Demons. Yeah, we'll do this. Bell just needs armor. And then we're piercing. So I don't want that sword. Aegis and Pierce Power. Okay, that one's good. Crit attack. Pierce Dark. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Based on math, which I don't trust, the team with the new ultimate does 3 times the damage than the other one does, but numbers that you can't trust. Okay, well. Sure. Clasher, have a good night. Sorry you got shafted. Alright, are we good here? I think we are. We'll change this to a Pierce 1, Speed Pierce. Okay. We'll probably do this one run. Call tonight. I gotta make the Shitty Sum video. I gotta eat dinner. Still haven't done that. I never eat early on stream nights. Probably a mistake. Oh, okay. Well, that's just... Oh, right. We don't have 36 skill points. Don't have 36 skill points. Well, thank you for trying, Eddie. I do appreciate it, because I'm not going to do that now. So... my numbers would come out even more wrong. So it has gear, okay. Let's do it again. Now we can get a full hand. Well, I guess this one works out less good because I want to leave Bell in. Actually, I don't need Bell. His ult is not doing anything for us, right? It is. It is. Technically. I guess I could just do this. And just leave him. And we'll just deal with the 2 green orbs that we're gonna have. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we'll take you out. And we'll take you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have multi-skill, though, so we're not going to get a lot of Pierce power, but we're going to get Pierce power. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to get the 40 points. We're going to... do that. New to the game, what banner should you go for? You should summon for the 2 blonde girls, Carrera and Esprit. So 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Is Bell really necessary? The 20% ult damage I'm getting off of him? I think it's better to have... Yeah, I think we'll swap him out next turn. I don't really care about his 20%. Random question, Joker. Other than Tails collab, what can do floor 29? Well, yeah, I got some sad news for you. I think once you get that high, you're gonna be kind of fucked. It's Ogre's Pride. Like, you gotta remember that at some point, off-meta teams that are not super built for speed is gonna struggle to do 1.5 billion with orange Aegis. So, at that point, you might be gate-kept. I thought I was gate-kept on 21, or 31, with fucking Diablo. Until I tried using a spree. And I was actually able to get it. But it took like 2 days for me to clear 31. Okay, so let's do the Pierce Power. Let's do this stack. And then we'll take Bell out. And we'll do the control. And that gives us enough to alt swap. I guess I should have done that out of order then. Whatever. Okay, so I want to send new Testarossa alts because I want that weakness strike. Vidimi, hope your night is good. I'm doing okay. Haven't had a chance to say hi. I've been half-assed watching the stream between deliveries at work. Got Testa, but had to use the pity system for clovers. Ah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Figured, but always a chance. I mean, yeah. The Ogre's Pride stage is, I think, just a giant middle finger. So, I might make a video about that. Like, how could they redo Mirror Trials to make it more friendly for people? And I think it would have been very simple. You'd start at the beginning. Right? Maybe not Meta 1. Like, don't go all the way back to fucking 2021 Dark Team. But start with, like, EXs or EX Unbounds. You pretty much make it like Tempered Edge. Because that's what Mirror Trials is it's Tempered Edge on fucking crack and meth and a whole butt ton of other drugs at the same time. Because it's built for a specific team to use. Yes, you can try and use other things, but you're not team limited like Chamber of Memories is team limited, unit restricted. But you would start lower on the totem pole, which would give people more time to get higher to get those rewards. And by the time we actually hit Ogre's Pride, we're way down that list. And, you know, that's when people start getting gatekept and, you know, I don't know. Maybe then the HP scaling would be way, way super high. I'd have to think on it. But let's do the swap. Let's do this buff. And then we'll bring Bell in for Veldora. Use his Pierce. And then we'll bring Violet in. Control again. Esprit is really good. Like, she is gonna be tippity top tier protectors. Ooh, the tier list video. I gotta do that. The meta review video I can't do until after Jubilee is out. And I don't think I can do tier list until Jubilee is out too, which kind of pushes my recording schedule out. Because right now, this is what I got, right? I had Jubilee normals and bosses for Sunday, Monday, but Jubilee's not even out yet. I don't know when it's coming out. So I guess we'll just push Dominion Conquest over the 5X control team, and we'll fuck the schedule up a bit. I don't know if the live stream for next meta is the 26th or 27th. We do know that there are more stages for Dominion Conquest coming. I think on the 20th. So I guess this does break it up a little bit nicer. Okay. Next, let's do this. Let's do the extra buff. Let's do the final stack for Testarossa. Worth it. Give me a little bit more time, please. And we'll bring Bell in. We'll do his Pierce. And then swap that. Double stack. Rainbows are going to get the orange buff from Blanc. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. We're already doing 1,000,000 a shot on a normal orb. No, that's not 1,000,000, that's 200k. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Okay. So we will alt swap. We don't have to use any more skills for new Testarossa. She is capped. So we'll bring Bell in. More Pierce. I guess now I could start ulting with Bell, because we're not expensive anymore. And then control. Not gonna lie, I can't see a world with Warrior's Mind Violet falls off. Her full Unity is so good unless they give a unit unlimited time Unity skill with Primal Demons or something common. Yeah, Violet has definitely stood the test of time in very impressive ways. I'm sure she will fall off eventually once we get super control. I mean, we already have super weakness strike, but it's not common. There will be a time, but the fact that she's lasted over like 1.5 years now is impressive for a gacha game that has 3 banners a fucking month. Let's do this, let's do that. We'll bring Veldora in first. Guess I could have ulted with Warrior's Mind Violet. She would have done the weakness strike. So yeah, super magic attack damage. Just put super in front of everything. Do we have a super... I guess EX alt buff is super alt buff. Maybe not. They could do that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Time to nuke. Hopefully we don't hit the 2%. Knock on wood. Up to 300k on the normal hit. Okay, so we will now activate Pierce Rate. We're gonna bring... We don't need Violet in for anything. We'll just transform with Veldora. Do this, do that. Now we get the 100% Dark Attack. Plus another 230% Dark Attack. Alright. So... Obviously, we could just kill with Veldora. Right. That's not an insane thing, but 570% ult damage. 315 of that coming from the new Testarossa. And then Warrior's Mind Blanc has 1,000% weakness strike. A lot of that coming from control, some of that coming from the new Testarossa ult effect. 175% pierce power. 330% dark attack, 100% magic damage, physical damage, and then the dark debuff and ult resistance down from control with a little bit extra pierce power for funsies. And then let's send new Testa again for another 100%, so it's going to be even higher. And then if she doesn't kill for some reason, Veldora will clean up. Blanc. 1 billion. Or, no, is that 100 million? No, that should be 1 billion. Otherwise, we wouldn't have one shot. Because they have 421. Yeah, okay. Sure. Okay. Alright. Ugh. Okay. So, Testarossa. Look at all of the Primal Demons that are gonna benefit. Guy. The new units. Rain. Divine General. Warrior's Mind Blanc. Fucking bitch-ass Festive Memories Violet could even benefit. Tears Jean. The Diablos. Festive Memories Blanc. Summer Jean. Yeah, they're Octagram Guy with his skill fusion and his upgrade. There are a lot of characters who are going to benefit from the new Testarossa. 315% ult damage. You know, some hundreds of amount of weakness strike, depending on how many ults you actually get off with her. She is expensive, right? It's a 50, it's a 70, it's a 90-point skill. And then her 70 point. Like, you're not going to be able to use it the entire time. And certainly, it's going to be difficult to use her in a speed setting, specifically. But you could still get around it. So I think she's good. I'm not... Like, if you already have enough characters to where your Primal Demon team is probably good, like, you're okay. You don't need to do the damage cap every single fight, but you can still clear 90% of content. You know, I don't think you need Testarossa, but she's certainly going to up your damage potential, especially in a charge setting, which there's more than a few. Hinafreya, how much have you missed? Well, I mean, we're about to end, so you've missed everything. BT5541 Joker just came out of Top Golf. Ooh, I went to Top Golf in Vegas. That was fun. I suck, but it was fun. Didn't get a chance to even see your skill preview. New Testarossa, I think, is good. Why don't you do Octagai with an Esprit video? Have I not done that? Probably not, actually. I mean, I could do that. Oh, that would actually be good for the showcase. Saya. Alright. Congrats, your idea. We'll make it into the show. Where'd my pen go? It's under the fucking table. Okay, I will write it on the Word document. Esprit Testa Octagai. Alright, we'll include that. I can't wake up on 4 a.m. in my time zone. That, I don't blame you. I can barely do that. Is she worth it to someone I just got here? I think she's very good, but you gotta remember the 5th anniversary is 2 months away. So you gotta weigh your options. If your Primal Demon team is pretty set and you're good, you probably skip her for now. She'll come back eventually. If your Primal Demon team is not good and it's the only team you have because you started now and you only have Carrera and Despre, she's gonna be a really strong option for you. So you really only want to summon for characters who are going to bring you a lot of value, not just for the current team, Violet, but for a lot of other content. And because this Testarossa is buffing all of these Primal Demon units, and everybody with 315% ult, like that's just generic across the board, like I would consider her a fairly high value option. Assuming that the 5th anniversary doesn't make her a little bitch, right? Because Veldora and Guy made 99% of the game their bitch. So if we can expect even, 2 of the characters to come out of the 5th anniversary to do that kind of same effect, though that is a lot of value. But they're also unknown factors. They could just give us complete and utter garbage for 5th anniversary, and it's happened before for anniversaries, so it's an unknown factor. I think she's good to summon for, but again, weigh your options, weigh how many crystals you have, and weigh the future 5th anniversary predictions in your head. And I'm sorry that's not a more concrete answer for you, but the game has a lot of units. It's got a lot of banners. You cannot summon for everything. You must be very picky as a free-to-play player on what you spend for, because there's no guarantee you're even going to get Testarossa, right? Like, I assume that not everyone has 6,000 crystals just lying around to spend on Testarossa right stat now. And if you do, and you have to use all 6,000, you're not going to be good for the 5th anniversary. Also something to keep in mind. With 280 pity overall worth going for her with Clovers, I mean, if you can get her with Clovers, then yeah, be my guest. But you're still 120 pity away from getting enough Clovers. So, I think she's worth Clovers. She's definitely more worth than fucking Violet. Violet is ass anywhere else but this team. So, okay. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna make the Should You Summon video, which is gonna be just as wishy-washy as I just was. And then I'm gonna go eat dinner. And then I'm going to work on the showcase. And that'll go out sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow is Slime Friday. We'll see the follow-up to the Guy in Diablo meetup after he beat the shit out of Rain. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you are going to summon for Testarossa, I wish you all the luck. Hopefully you can pull her first multi like I did. Otherwise, I'm sorry for your loss. But that's it from me. Take it easy, and I will